They told you to be grateful for the breakup, grateful for the loss, grateful for the pain. You tried. You journaled your gratitudes. You said your affirmations. You forced the smile. But it always felt like a lie. Because here's what nobody tells you, okay? Nobody tells you that the goddess grieves before she rises. And your breakdown, it's not failure, it's your initiation. So a note before we begin, this episode deals directly with grief and the powerful emotional release. Please listen with care, and if at any point you feel overwhelmed, it's okay to pause and come back when you feel safe. This work is a companion, not a replacement for professional support. They said, just be grateful for the lesson. Everything happens for a reason. And you tried. God, you tried. But it felt hollow, like you were betraying you. Because in ancient goddess traditions, the dark mother Kali and her necklace full of skulls was a descendant into the underworld. Hecate at the crossroad was honored, not for her light, but for her ability to destroy what no longer serves her. You see, grief is her sacred gift. It burns away the old identity, the old timeline, the old story, the one so that the new story can be birthed. And today, we're going to honor that version. We're going to honor your grief, not as something to fix, not as trauma, bonding, or bypassing, but as the portal that it truly is, especially right now during the holidays. I'm Michelle Juanita Lamont, and this is Manifesting Miracles. Welcome to the underworld, goddesses and gods. Let's descend. All right, so let's talk about it. So here's why gratitude practices fail when you're in active grief. Are you in active grief right now? Because you need to identify where you are. Gratitude is a very high vibrational emotion. It works when your nervous system feels safe, when your body believes that it's okay to receive. But when you're grieving, your body is in survival. So is your mind, so is the quantum field, and so is your energy. Your nervous system is screaming, something I've loved is gone. I am not safe. I can't endure this. I can't handle this. Who the hell thought I could handle this? Is all of the energy that's running from your third eye chakra down into your throat chakra and then, sitting in that heart. And if you try to force gratitude on top of that, your body calls bullshit. It knows you're lying and it shuts down even harder. It does a hard stop right in the middle. And here's the sacred truth. Grief is somatic. It lives in the tissues, in your throat, in your chest, in your body, in your womb. And until you let it move, it will block every single manifestation that you try to call in, because the goddesses doesn't bypass her body. She honors it. She lets the tears flow. You allow yourself to scream. You allow yourself to shake. You allow yourself to fucking release, because crying isn't weakness. That's your nervous system regulating. Rage. That is not unspiritual. That is unstored power breaking fucking free. Your body knows the truth, and the truth is you have to feel to heal. Say it with me. I have to feel it to heal it. And you have to grieve to rise through it. Grief is just the beginning of the portal. That's not the potential for the power to use this pain to create something. So right now you're gonna let's just do this together. If you're driving, save this for later. But if you're home, I want you to close your eyes and put one hand on your heart and the other hand on your belly. Think of solar plex more than sacral. And I want you to ask your body, what am I holding? Don't think, just feel it. is the grief living? Is it in your throat? Is it in your chest? Is it in your belly? Where in your body? And now, if at any point this feels too intense, it's perfectly okay to stop. But if you can, push through it, push through it. Now, open your eyes, look around the room, name 3 things you can see. You're in control. Honoring your body means honoring its boundaries. Okay, now take a deep breath in, hold for 4 counts, and an exhale out a sound, a sigh, a groan, a scream if you need to. Let's do it all together. Hey, maybe that was too much of a scream. Excuse me. Guess I had more in there than I thought. I want you to breathe in the 4 and exhale and really let out that energy to the highest sound, groan, scream. Let your body express what it's been holding. Let's do it again. Maybe it's a cry. Maybe it's a teardrop. Maybe it's just enough to let the steam out of the kettle. One more time, this time on the exhale. Imagine the grief just leaving your body like a vapor, like a cloud. Just give it a color and just imagine it going, oof, like a cartoon character just coming out. You ready? Are you ready? I know you are. Release through your hands, release through your feet, release through your breath. Shake it out, push it out. Ready? Ready? I know you are. We're going to get through this together, baby. 3, 2, 1, deep breath in. Release it all the way. Oh, good. You just acknowledged what your body was holding. You didn't fix it. You didn't bypass it. You honored it. And that's the first step of the portal. Want the full 10-minute guided somatic release? Well, it's going to be in my next class, my next energy class in the month of December. So it's free and it's inside SSOM. So all you have to do is go into the show notes, click on SSOM, and you'll get this next workshop absolutely free. So let's go to the next part. We need the meaning to make sense. We need to alchemize it. So now that we've acknowledged the grief, you've let your body release it. Just for even just this little bitty moment in time, just stay with me long enough to not drift back into the grief. Just stay with me here. Let's just alchemize it for this podcast. Now comes the alchemy. This is where we take the raw pain and we turn it into purpose. Because here's the truth. Every initiation starts with a death of something else. The caterpillar doesn't just grow wings. The caterpillar dissolves completely into liquid, into primordial soup. And from that chaos, wings, beauty, freedom are born. You're not broken, beloved. You are dissolving. And what comes next? It'll be unrecognizable from who you were before this happened. I know it doesn't feel like it, but this is a powerful portal and it will work. But here's the key. You have to decide what this loss means. Right now, your brain is creating a story. Maybe it's, I failed. Maybe it's, I'm not enough if they don't see me. Maybe it's, I'll never have love again. Maybe it's, I'm cursed. Maybe it's, nobody will ever know me the way that they did. And that's real. And that's valid. But just what if the real story is the universe loved me enough, so much, to end what was keeping me small. The loss is clearing space for my greatest manifestation yet. I'm being initiated into my power. Because, let's be honest, both stories are true. But only one will quantum leap you into a new timeline. Only one. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to grab your journal or your phone notes and write this at the top. Come with me now. The old, in capital letters, old, the old story I've been telling about this loss. The old story I've been telling about this loss. And then write it out, all of it. I failed. I'm not enough. Get it out. Just get it out. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Just get it out of you. Now, underneath it, still reeling from that scream. Excuse me. Now, underneath it, write the new story. Now, for mine, I would write the goddess story, but you can title yours however you want. So for my version, the goddess story, the truth of what this loss is preparing me for. And write this. Okay, and it's in the show notes. So if you're driving, you don't have it. And if you're a member of SSOM, it's in the new workbook. And if you haven't signed up, click the show notes, get in for free, and grab it. This loss is clearing space for. This grief is initiating me into. This version of me who emerges from this will be. Now fill in those blanks and let your soul speak. Not your fear, let your soul speak. It doesn't matter. No one's going to see it. You can burn it at the end. Let your soul speak. Because you just alchemized all of that pain into purpose. You just rewrote the story, and that's how grief becomes a portal. Okay, let's get into the final phase. You've acknowledged it. You've alchemized it. Now what? Let's fucking activate it. Because here's what most people get wrong. They think that they have to wait until the grief is gone before they can move forward. They think, I'll manifest once I'm healed, once I'm ready, once I feel better. No. A goddess like myself and like you would never do that. We act from the underworld. Let me tell you about one of my clients. She came to me after shattered divorce, sobbing, couldn't get out of bed, convinced her life was over. She came, we did the work, we acknowledged, we alchemized, we activated. She didn't just get over it. She met a version of herself so powerful, so sovereign, she no longer recognized the woman she was before. And within 3 months, she ended a toxic friendship she had been clinging on to years. She started a creative project that she had been too scared to begin. And she told me, Michelle, I had to lose him so I could find myself. And from that internal shift, everything in her external world followed. Opportunities, relationship. It was like this deep sense of purpose, all because she was finally a match for that new reality. She didn't wait to heal. She moved. She moved from the grief as the new her. And that's what you're going to do today. Here's your activation practice. I want you to ask yourself, if I was the version of me who already alchemized this grief, who am I? And what is the one thing that version of me does today? What is the one thing? Not tomorrow. Today. Would you book the trip? Would you end the toxic friendship? Would you start the business? Would you text the person that you've been avoiding? Would you move your body and dance and run and shake like a version you've never met? Would you create something? Would you write? Would you paint? Would you sing? Pick one thing. Do it today. Because the quantum leap doesn't happen in your head. It happens when you move, when you take action as the version you're becoming. The universe is watching, and it only rewards action. So listen to me, goddesses and gods. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not too much. You are not too emotional. You are not taking too long to heal. This is an initiation. You are being initiated. From the dark goddesses of Kali and Persephonius and Hecate, doesn't promise you light. They promise you power. The power to destroy what's dead. The power to the power to birth exactly what's coming out of this grief. Something new, something powerful. Grief is not a curse. It's your coronation. And now this work is a powerful beginning, and some grief has you walking down corridors that are just almost impossible. But I know that you are ready to turn this pain into power. I know you are ready to rise. I know you are ready to rise. I know you are ready to rise. And if you're really ready to step into this portal with all of the initiation that you have right now, if you're ready to turn your grief into gold, I'm holding space for you. I'm holding space for you in my January class, Soul Contract 2026, where we're rewriting our 4 soul agreements, our ancestor agreements, our love agreements, our wealth agreements, and our health agreements. And you're going to come inside and spend the first 5 weeks of 2026 with me. There's payment plans, so don't worry. And we also going to have SSOM, my secret society. And on the next class, we're going to go from grief to gold. I'm going to walk you through everything you need. And you'll get a full workbook by joining our community this month on exactly how to do this. The first month is free. All you have to do is hit the show notes and tap in. And even if you're not ready to join, go do these practices, okay? And acknowledge, alchemize, and activate. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait to feel ready. This energy is already rising, and it's already ready to be felt, seen, and used. We don't rise when we're ready. We rise when we're on fire. And I want to thank you for descending with me. I'm Michelle Juanita Lamont, and I want you to remember your tears are not weakness. They are the alchemy, and you are the goddess and the goddesses destroying and rising them. Now burn it down and build something completely, uniquely, divinely blessed by you. And then let's close it like we always do. And in 3, 2, 1. Everything is always working out for us. Everything is always working out for us. Everything is always working out for us. Me again. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. everything. Yes. My name is Michelle Juanita Lamont. It is time for you to get out there and start manifesting your miracles. I'll see you in the next live Zoom class or in my January class. Hit play and listen to another. I love you, and the universe is on your side. All right, producers, cue that motherfucking music.